Hello dear students, I am Dr. Kriti working with Lloyd Institute of Management and Technology. So today I'll be discussing with you the topic Introduction and Objectives of Marketing Communication, which is the first topic of Unit 3rd in the subject Consumer Behavior and Marketing Communication. So let's start discussion about it. So communication, first we need to understand that what this word means, what is the meaning of communication. Communication is derived from the Latin word that is communis, which means to make common. So the basic objective of communication is to inform everybody about something, to make something familiar to everybody. As per the official definition given by Newman and Summer, communication is an exchange of facts, ideas, opinion and emotions between two or more persons. So that means what is the objective of communication? What we need to understand in this definition is that first thing, exchange. The objective of communication is to exchange. Exchange of what? Exchange is something when we receive something and we give something in return. And what we are exchanging over here? We are exchanging facts, we are exchanging ideas, we are exchanging opinions, we are exchanging emotions. Who are exchanging? Two or more persons. This is also known as a dyad relationship, that is the something which is between two or more people. So the objective of communication is exchange between two or more people, exchange of anything. It could be any fact which you want to share, which is some idea which you have in your mind, the opinions or your emotions, anything. But yes, what is the requisite of it? That two or more persons are required, and yes, the information should be transferred and exchanged, right? So in marketing communication, as you can see, we discussed about the communication part. Second important aspect is marketing. Now we need to understand this terminology, that what is marketing. That's a broad term. If we talk about the definitions given by various authors, it is a process. Process of what? Process of making something sold in the market, process which actually ensures that you satisfy the need and want of the people, process of understanding the need and wants of the people, then the process which ensure of creating the product, delivering the product and making the exchange take place, etc., etc. So when we are talking about it in regard of the communication, we need to understand certain aspects of marketing. The very first aspect is that is the need and want. So that is the first thing of marketing. What we need to do, we need to understand the people's need, the people's wants, so that we can proceed with the marketing part. After that, what we need to understand is that obviously whatever we have identified in need and want, that is something which we need to communicate also. That is something which we want to be done through this process. We want people to know, we want people to understand. So the need and want, what we have taken from the people, accordingly we'll work on 4 P's, right? 4 P's, that are product, price, place, promotion. Fine. And along with this, another important concept, that is STP, that is segmentation, targeting and positioning. So in marketing, this is something which we need to understand. We need to understand the consumer needs and want, as we have discussed just now. We need to understand that who's our segment. Segment is what? Segment is our target customer. And why we need to understand this? Because we need to ensure that we are communicating right thing to the right group of people. We are communicating right information to the right set of people whom we actually want want to deal with, want the exchange to be taken place, want them to purchase the products what we are offering. So the clear understanding of segmentation is the one thing what is of utmost importance for us. which particular group of consumer will buy the product. Then we need to focus on their further requirements, that is in the targeting part, right, and we need to position the product rightly in their mind, rightly in front of them, so that they can go ahead with the purchase. Now with this, once we have identified our segment, now we need to work on the product, price, place and promotion. Now we need to understand that what exactly they are expecting in terms of product, what exactly are their expectations, right, the consumer, what is exactly the composition which they are desiring for, then the suitable price which they are willing to pay, which they assume as the value of the product, where they want it, the place where it should be delivered, and then the promotion part, that is something directly related to the communication, because over here we only want to inform people, over here we only want to communicate that yes, we are here in the market with this particular set of products in this particular price range and at this particular place, right. So this is what the marketing is, this is what the communication is, and the combination of them are the marketing communication. So now let's discuss this particular thing further, that what are the basic objectives of marketing communication. The very first basic objective of marketing communication is to inform the target audience. Now the target audience over here are exactly what we have talked about, that is our segment, right. Now what we have to do in marketing communication, that is the information part. Information of what? Information of new product, information of any changes in existing products, or it could be simply a kind of reminder to the target audience, to our segment, about the product, about the availability of product. Second objective, that is to induce. Induce whom? The potential customer, the customer who can buy the product but not yet buying the product, the customer who is having capability to purchase a particular product which the company is offering, right. So that particular capability is there with the customer, but we need to understand that how we can actually convince that person, and that particular thing is again targeted and objected by marketing communication. Proceeding with the third one, that is to remind the existing customer, that is to remind them that yes, we are there in the market, we are existing in terms of all the set of products, all the set of services. For this we may use we may take help of secondary leverages in terms of taking help of celebrities, doing more of branding activities, right. So all these can be used for the existing customers reminders. So that's the another thing, another objective of marketing communication. Now the next is to create demand. So this is again related to creation part. Now we need to majorly emphasize about informing the features, informing the characteristics, informing the customer about the benefits which they will have after using the product, right. So likewise we will create the demand. When the demand will be created, when we will exactly tap on their needs, when we will exactly direct them that yes, this is the need and this is the solution, this is the problem and this is what we have as a solution, and when the two things will match, demand will be created. And how we will communicate, for that again the marketing communication, and that is what they are objecting for. Then to build brand equity, again we need to tell them that yes, we are in the market with this particular brand, we need to create image of the brand, we need to create hype of the brand, we need to develop equity of the brand, and all those things can be built through marketing communication. Now again, when we talk about brand, it is what? It is a name, any kind of symbol, any kind of logo, any kind of tagline, characters, jingles, which are attached to the product, and all these are connected to generate the brand. We have assigned a particular logo to a product, we have given a suitable name to the product, and then the company has also worked upon, providing a catchy tagline, giving a character to the product, providing some jingles to the product, and along with all those things they have completed the branding activity, the branding process. But everything is incomplete if it has not been communicated properly. So for brand equity development, also for building the brand equity, again marketing communication is something which has a vital role, which is one of the objective, that yes, I need to fulfill this, I need to inform people that this is the name of the product, this is the symbol of the product, this is the logo which I have attached, the taglines, this is the character of the product, and this particular music or this particular jingle you will get to hear once you will talk about the brand. So now let's talk about the further objectives. That is, the next objective is to attract dealers and middlemen. So these are the people who actually assist as channel partner. These are the people who assist in proper distribution of the product. Somehow they also help marketer or the manufacturer in the branding process also. If some dealer is there with a good branding, himself is having a good branding of established as a dealer or established as a middleman, then somehow it will facilitate the exchange process, it will facilitate to reach the consumer or the right set of segment of ours. So if we are communicating properly, if we are spreading our message properly, then the right set of dealers or the middlemen, which actually the manufacturer is desiring for, which actually marketer is tapping for, they will get attracted. That is another objective of marketing communication, and it is very important. Why it is important? Because these are the facilitators who are available when marketer himself is not available, when manufacturer is not available, when all the people who are promoting the product are not available. These are the people who are available at the end point where consumer is coming, where end consumer is approaching for the purchase, right? So attracting them, attracting right set of dealer and middlemen is a very important and of somehow utmost importance for the marketer. Next, yes, that is to compete, to face the competition, to tap the right set of customers, to ensure that your market share is safe, to ensure that whatever set of customer you are having with you should stay with you, and obviously to sustain in the market, to grow in the market, and somehow to fight for being the best, to fight for being on the top, right? And for that you need to compete. Now how marketing communication can help us in competing, how this particular function can help in the competing part? It plays a very important role. It is the sole thing through which you can compete. Say your competitor X have introduced brand X of any product category, say they have launched some new juice and that is the brand X. Now you need to respond to that particular thing, you need to strategize for that how you will be facing this particular competition. You will be launching your product in the market, you yourself has also launched a juice in the market with the brand Y, but that will be incomplete if you will not communicate it to the people. if the information will not go to the people, if the information will not be provided to them right at the time that we are also coming in the market with better flavors, with better price range, and we are available at all these distribution places. Now all those information can be given to the people, and though likewise we can face the competition, and this is very important because we need to survive, we need to sustain, right, we need to exist in the market. Further, the next objective, that is to facilitate various groups associated with the product. There are lot many people who are associated. Likewise, the stakeholders of ours, starting with the one, our suppliers. If we are doing well, if we are doing competing well and surviving well in the market, somehow it will also help our suppliers, as they are the one who are the source of our raw material. They are the one who provide us raw material or the semi-finished product which are processed by us and delivered in the market. If we will do well, obviously that will be a business generation for them, that will be a support system for them. Second, none other than our consumers. If we are communicating effectively, if we are communicating properly, the right side of information will reach to our consumers, will reach to the people who are actually attached and somehow connected to the product. So then the third category, that is the customer who buys the product or who purchases the product. That person can exactly know that where the product is available. He wants to buy the product, and that the source is can be located through the proper communication part. After that, our employees, right? If we are communicating effectively, if the marketing communication has been done properly, then employees are also get facilitated in their whole process. They get ease in delivering the product, they get ease in tapping the dealers and middlemen, they get ease in generating the brand, they get further ease when they are convincing the right set of consumer, plus they themselves feel good about it. If the marketing communication has been done and through that brand is established, everyone feels good that yes, we are working with this brand. Then other stakeholders like your creditors, your bank, and obviously last but not the least, your shareholders. So there are all the groups which are associated, which are attached to the product, to the company, gets benefit directly or indirectly through effective marketing communication. And along with all these, that is society which gets benefited, because somehow the level of standard increases, the lifestyle increases, standard of living of them get improvised when they get to know that yes, this particular product is available in the market. When we have launched a new product, when we have introduced some new product in the market, and somehow we want customer to buy it, and the consumer is also looking for that yes, this kind of product is there which I want to buy, which I want to tap, but is it available, from where I can buy it? Such questions can be answered, and when society adopts all those things, then the standard of living increases, and by the means the country gets benefited. And also with that, there are so many activities which are done by the companies for the benefit of the society. Such activities can also be informed or instructed to the society, or communicated to the society through the effective marketing communication. To name few, it could be a simple blood donation camp, it could be a kind of campaigns run in the winters to donate the clothes, then it could be some campaign by various automobile companies to drive slowly, don't drink and drive, something which is in benefit of the society, to generate the awareness, to ensure that yes, they are taking good care of themselves, and they are somehow ensuring that they are doing the right kind of activities. And for that, companies connecting themselves with the society. and that particular information can be provided through marketing communication. The last objective is to develop better relations between management and staff. Obviously, when you are communicating everything effectively, the marketing communication is done effectively, then the gap between the two, that is majorly the communication gap, will be minimized, right? They know what is available in the market, they know what exactly my company is tapping to, they know what exactly my company is providing, and management also knows that yes, my people are aware about everything, and when there is a need to communicate something, they can do it well. So this creates a kind of bond internally within the organization, and it helps in strengthening the strong relationship in the terms of internal organization system, in terms of top management, middle management, or the lower management, in terms of employees and the management. To conclude with the objectives now, let's have a look on these pointers. So the very first objective what we have discussed, that is to educate the customers, educate about availability of product, educate about the composition of product, the benefit of the products. So that is the first thing what the marketing communication do. Second, without a doubt, it helps in boosting the sales, it helps in increasing the sales. Then it helps us in developing the brand image, it helps in building and improving the overall brand of the company, it helps in informing the buyers, informing about the information which they are looking for, informing about the basic info, right? Then further, to assist salesmen in terms of developing yourself as a better brand, providing right set of information to the customer, right? And when we provide all these information to the customer in advance through other forms of marketing communication, somehow we are assisting our salesmen, right, to push the sales. Then to persuade or convince, that is to ensure that yes, they get convinced with the information, they get convinced with what we are providing them, to face the competition. Then further, it helps in the building our reputation, it helps in building the image of the company, and then it also serves the purpose as a reminder. That means it helps in reminding our existing customer that yes, we are there in the market and we can help you in this manner or that manner, your needs will get fulfilled, your wants will get fulfilled by our products, right? And do get attached to us, remain attached to us, so for future link ups, for future benefits, for mutual understanding, for mutual connections, and for a win-win situation. So on the whole, the marketing communication helps the company in achieving all its targets, all its purposes. Now let's discuss the same thing with a small example, with a small case of Amul, the name known to all of us, the brand which is known to all of us. All the information, all the pictures taken over here of the Amul is from their social media pages, that is Facebook and Instagram. So let's talk about the logo first. Amul, the taste of India. So what exactly they are trying to communicate from this? That they are a product which is as per the Indian market, which is as per our own flavors, which is as per the continent. The second creative that displays that Amul is providing all categories of products. We can see the ice creams, we can see the drinks, we can see this buttermilk drink, then flavored milk, normal Amul milk, then we again we can see the ice creams, then lassi, then another flavor of ice cream, curd. So what exactly this particular picture is communicating? That's a form of marketing communication, and by this form of marketing communication, they are trying to communicate that yes, we are providing all these ranges, right? So they educated the customer, they informed the customer, somehow with attracting looks they communicated it well with the factor of persuasion and convincing to buy this. They are competing well through these photographs, through these creatives. Now next, logo. Now this is the character, and in case we are not able to see this particular name, we are not watching that Amul is written over here, we can clearly recognize by this girl that yes, over here we are talking about Amul. So Amul's India, that's the thing. Another thing which they emphasize about, that over here they said that we are the taste of India. Now what they are saying, that Amul's India, that means that's an interconnection. They are for India and India is theirs in terms of taste, in terms of flavors, right? And again they promoted their another product, that is butter. And last, we can see different creatives when this particular company Amul has connected through various marketing communication on various events. The surgical strike, we can connect it, Amul packs a punch. That is what they want to communicate, that yes, we are proud of you, we are proud of our army, our soldiers. A, B beats C. So when our very known renowned celebrity Mr. Amitabh Bachchan got infected with the virus, so Amul promoted this. Amul said that yes, we care for you and it is a homecoming gift. So they market communication, they connected through their marketing activity with again one more important aspect of the country. Next, Amul never dropped. Amul never dropped, that means never dropped, and it is about you will be missed, where we can see MSD is in capital letter. So they were talking about Mahendra Singh Dhoni when he announced his retirement. Again, through marketing communication, they connected themselves with one more another important aspect of our country, event of our country. Then Exit the Dragon, that is about promoting made in India products. Modi Jeet, that is the celebration. We can emphasize on the words what they are using. So that is what the communication is, that is what the communication through marketing activities is, and this is how they are providing right set of information to the consumer, what we have talked about in all our objectives. Then Lok Kiya Jaye, that is in promotion of Lokpal bill, right? So we can see how these companies are using marketing communication as a tool to provide right set of information to the consumer, to educate the consumer, to persuade the consumer, to compete in the market, to get connected to the society and the people, to get the prospects converted into the customer category, and overall leading the company to succeed, leading the company to achieve targets and achieve the objectives. And this is how we can conclude that yes, marketing communication is of utmost importance to the company, to the organization, and there are so many objectives which they fulfill. Thank you so much. I hope this particular PPT presentation has clarified the concept of marketing communication to all of you. Thank you.